Good evening. We are glad that you could join us for this evening's production of The Sound of Music. At this time, we ask you to please silence all electronic devices. And as a reminder, photography and recording of any kind is strictly prohibited. Thank you.
when my heart is lonely. I know I will hear what I've heard before. My heart will be blessed with the sound of music, and I'll sing once more. I think we should be pleased with our efforts. Out of 28 postulants, 16 or 17 are ready to enter the novitiate. Let's consider the doubtful ones again. There's Ermengarde.
Reverend Mother, there is no doubt about Ermengarde. The religious life is no place for the pious.
You mean the pretentiously pious, Sister Berta. Then there's Christina and Maria.
Well, after last night, I don't think there can be any doubt in the Reverend Mother's mind about Maria.
I gave her permission to leave the Abbey for the day.
I told you, Sister Berta.
Ave.
Reverend Mother, I've brought Maria. She's waiting.
Sister Sophia. The mistress of the postulants and the mistress of the novices do not see eye to eye about Maria. How do you feel about her?
Oh, I love her very dearly. But she always seems to be in trouble, doesn't she? Exactly what I say. She climbs a tree and scrapes her knee. The rest is gone to tell. She waltzes on her way to mass and whistles on the stair. And underneath every bush she has flowers in her hair. I even heard her singing in the abbey. She's always late for chapel, but her penitence is real. She's always late for everything except for every meal. I hate to have to say it, but like everything is real. Maria's not an answer to the abbey. I'd like to say a word on my behalf.
Then say it, Sister Margareta.
Good for you. Makes me laugh. How do you roll like Maria?
How do you catch a cloud and pin it down?
How do you find a word that makes me feel? Then you think you know you'd like to tell her. Then you think she ought to understand. But how do you make her stay and listen to what you say? Understand? Oh, how do you solve a problem like When I'm with her, I'm confused, out of focus and bemused, and I never know exactly where I am. Unpredictable as weather, she's as flighty as a feather. She's a dawn, she's a demon. She's a lamb. She'll outpass the man who pests, drive a hornet from his nest. She was roll a whirl and dirt a shout of world. She is gentle, she is wild. She's a riddle, she's a child. She's an angel, she's a girl. How do you solve a problem like Maria?
I think I should talk to Maria instead of about her. I'm grateful to you all. Ollie. Come in, my child. Sit down, Maria. I want to talk to you.
Yes, about last night. Reverend Mother, I was on my knees most of the night because I was late, and after you'd been so kind and given me permission to leave.
It wasn't about your being late, Maria.
I must have awakened half the abbey before Sister Sophia heard me and opened the gate.
Maria, very few of us were asleep. We could only think you had lost your way. And to be lost at night on that mountain.
Reverend Mother, I couldn't be lost on that mountain. It's my mountain. I was brought up on it. It was that mountain that brought me to you.
Oh?
When I was a little girl, I used to come down the mountain, climb a tree, and look over into your garden. I'd see the sisters at work and hear them sing on their way to Vespers. Many times I went back up that mountain in the dark, singing all the way. Which brings up another transgression. I was singing yesterday, and I was singing without your permission.
Maria, it is only here in the Abbey there's a rule about singing.
And that's the hardest rule of all for me. Sister Margareta is always reminding me, but too late. After I've started singing.
The day you were singing in the garden at the top of your voice.
But Mother, it's that kind of song.
I came to the window, and when you saw me, you stopped.
Yes, that's been on my mind ever since it happened.
It's been on my mind, too. I wish you hadn't stopped. I used to sing that song when I was a child, and I can't quite remember. Please.
Raindrops on roses and whiskers on kittens, bright copper kettles and warm woolen mittens, brown paper packages tied up with strings. These are a few of my favorite things. Cream-colored ponies and crisp apple strudels, doorbells and sleigh bells and schnitzel with noodles, both singing at the top of our voices.
You're right. It's that kind of song.
And singing it always makes me feel better. Mother, where did you learn that song?
I was brought up in the mountains myself. Tell me, Maria, in spite of what you saw over the abbey wall, you were not prepared for the way we live, were you?
No. But I pray and I try.
Tell me, Maria, what's the most important lesson you've learned here?
To find out what is the will of God and to do it.
Even if it is hard to accept.
Even then.
Maria, the dress you wore when you came to us, is it still in the robing room?
Why, no, Mother, I'm sure it has been given to the poor. Sister Margareta says that when we enter the abbey, our worldly clothed. Reverend Mother, why do you ask?
Maria, it seems to be the will of God that you leave us.
Leave? Leave here? Oh, no, Mother, please, no.
For a while only, Maria.
Don't send me away, Mother. Please, this is what I want. This is my life.
But are you ready for it? Perhaps if you go out into the world again for a time, you will return to us, knowing what we expect of you and that we do expect it.
I know what you expect, Mother, and I'll do it. I promise.
Maria.
If it is God's will, where am I to go?
There's a family with 7 children. You like children. You're very good with them. They need a governess until September.
Until September?
Captain Von Trapp expects you this afternoon. He's a fine man, a brave one. He was given the Maria Theresa Medal by the Emperor for heroism in the Adriatic.
A captain in the Navy? Mother would be very strict.
You're not being sent to his battleship. Bless you, my child.
Reverend Mother, have I your permission to sing?
Yes, my child.
These are a few of my favorite things. I have been given permission to sing. From paper packages tied up with strings, these are a few of my favorite things. Girls in white dresses with loose hat and sashes, snowflakes that stay on my nose and eyelashes, silver white winters that melt into springs. These are a few of my favorite things. When the dog bites, when the bee stings, when I'm feeling sad, I simply remember my favorite things, and then I appear so proud of the moonbeam in your hand.
Yes, sir.
I was calling for the housekeeper and she didn't answer. Do you know why?
So don't you listen here, sir. I'm sorry, sir. I was answering the telephone. Good day, sir. We're happy to have you home again.
Why did the last governess leave?
Who knows? She just said, I've had enough of this, and walked out.
Why? Was Louisa playing her tricks again, putting toads in her bed?
She didn't complain of that, sir.
Well, there's another one coming today, and this one can't walk out.
Oh?
She's coming from Naumburg Abbey with orders to stay until September.
I hope you'll be at home for a time, sir.
Just until tomorrow. The telephone was it for me.
No, sir. It was for Franz. Before you arrived, there was a phone call from Vienna. A Frau Schrader. I have the number in the pantry.
I know the number. I'll be back in about a month with some guests.
Yes, sir. Do you know how many, sir?
Just two. Herr Detweiler
Ah, Herr Detweiler.
and Frau Schrader.
Who wanted me on the telephone?
It was the post office. They've got a telegram for you. It will be delivered at 7 o'clock.
7 o'clock. That gives me 5 hours to be nervous.
That scatterbrained boy delivering telegrams.
Well, that's one thing people are saying. If the Germans did take over Austria, we have efficiency.
Don't let the captain hear you say that. He didn't whistle for us when his wife was alive.
He's being the captain of a ship again.
I can't bear being whistled for. It's humiliating.
In the Imperial Navy, the bosun always whistled for us.
But I wasn't in the Imperial Navy.
Too bad. You could have made a fortune. You will wait here.
I am Captain Montran. You are Fräulein.
Maria Rayner.
Yes. Well, Fräulein, as for your duties here, would you mind stepping over here, please? Before the children meet you, you will put on another dress.
I haven't any other dress. When we enter the Abbey, our worldly clothes are given to the poor.
Well, what about this one?
The poor didn't want this one.
This is what you call a worldly dress.
It belonged to our last postulant. I would have made myself a dress, but I wasn't given time. I can make my own clothes.
Good. I'll see that you are given some material. Today, if possible. Now, you will be in charge of my children. There are 7 of them. You will find out how far they have progressed in their studies and carry on from there. Each morning will be spent in the classroom. Each afternoon, they march. You will see that at all times, they are to conduct themselves with decorum and orderliness. The first rule of this house is discipline.
Yes, sir.
Children, this is your new governess, Fräulein Maria. When you hear your signal, you will step forward and state your name. You, Fräulein, will listen and learn their signals so you may call them when you want them.
Lisa.
Friedrich.
Louisa. Kurt. Brigitte. Marta.
Greg.
Fräulein, let's see how well you listen.
I won't have to whistle for them, Reverend Captain. What I meant is I'll be with them all the time.
Not on all occasions. This is a large house and a very large estate. They have been taught to come only when they hear their signal. Now, when I want you, this is what you will hear.
You won't have to trouble, sir, because I could never enter to a whistle.
Nonsense. Everyone in this house answers to a whistle. Here, I'll show you.
Yes, sir.
This is my orderly, my butler, the new governess, Fräulein Maria.
Yes, sir.
This is the executive officer, Frau Schmidt, the housekeeper. Fräulein Maria, please be sure her room is ready.
Yes, sir.
Well then, Fräulein, I now leave you with the children. You are in command.
Pardon me, sir, but I don't know how to address you.
You will call me Captain.
Thank you, Captain. I forgot to return this whistle, Captain. I won't need it, Captain. Well, now that there's just us, would you tell me your names again and tell me how old you are? Now, you're...
I'm Lisa. I'm 16 years old and I don't need a governess.
Oh, I'm glad you told me. We'll just be friends.
I'm Friedrich. I'm 14. I am a boy.
Boy, why, you're almost a man.
I'm Brigitte.
You didn't tell me how old you are, Louisa.
I'm Brigitte. She's Louisa, and she's 13 years old, and you're smart. I'm 9, and I think your dress is the ugliest one I ever saw.
Brigitte, you mustn't say anything like that.
Why not? Don't you think it's ugly?
If I did think so, I wouldn't say so. I'm Kurt. I'm 11, almost.
Oh, that's a nice age to be, 11, almost.
I'm Marta, and I'm going to be 7 on Tuesday, and I'm going to be pink parasol.
Oh, pink's my favorite color, too. And you're Gretel. I'm going to tell you something. I've never been a governess before. How do I start?
You mean you don't know anything about being a governess?
No.
Well, the first thing you have to do is to tell Father to mind his own business.
No, Lisa, don't. I like her.
What's in here?
My guitar.
What did you bring this for?
For when we all sing together. We don't sing. Of course you sing. Everybody sings. What songs do you know?
We don't know any songs.
You don't?
No.
Well, now I know where to start. I'm going to teach you how to sing. Let's start at the very
I'll make it easier. Listen.
Once we have these notes in our heads, we can sing a million different tunes.
How?
By mixing them up. Listen. So, do, la, fa, mi, do, re. Now you try it. So, do, la, fa, mi, do, re. So, do, la, ti, do, re, do. So, do, la, ti, do, re, do. Now, let's put it all together. So, do, la, fa, mi, do, re. So, do, la, ti, do, re, do.
But it doesn't mean anything.
So we put in words. One word for every note. When you know the notes to sing, you can sing most anything.
You said one word for every note,
Yes, Perdita, I did.
but when you sing anything, you are using up 3 notes on 1 word.
Yes, that's right. Well, sometimes we do that. Now, all together, and when you know the notes to sing, you can sing most anything. Do, a dear, a female dear, re, inside me, I call myself, not so far.
Good night, Rolf.
Please,
Yes?
you don't have to say goodnight this early just because your father's home.
How did you know my father was home?
Oh, I have a way of knowing things.
You're wonderful.
No, I'm not really.
Oh, yes, you are. I mean, how did you know 2 days ago that you would be here at just this time tonight for the telegram to Franz?
Every year on the state, he always gets a birthday telegram from his sister.
You see, you are wonderful.
Can I come again tomorrow night?
Rolf, you can't be sure you're going to have a telegram to deliver here tomorrow night.
I could come here by mistake. With a telegram, Colonel Snyder. He's here from Berlin. He's staying with the Gauleiter, but no one's supposed to know he's here. Don't you tell your father.
Why not?
Well, your father's pretty Austrian.
We're all Austrian.
Some people think we ought to be German. They're pretty mad at those who don't think so. They're getting ready to, well, let's hope your father doesn't get into any trouble.
Don't worry about father. He was decorated for bravery.
I know. I don't worry about him. The only one I worry about is his daughter.
Me? Why?
How old are you, Lisa?
16? What's wrong with that?
You wait, little girl, on an empty stage for fate to turn.
ready for bed.
The captain is going to Vienna tomorrow. I have this material he ordered for a new dress for you.
Oh, how nice of him. Even before it's made, this is the prettiest dress I've ever had. I hope the captain will like it because I'd like to ask him for more material.
More?
Not for me, for the children, for play clothes.
The fun track children never play. Captain doesn't like them to get dirty.
But they're children. They have to climb trees, roll on the grass. Think of all the rocks and
Captain
hay.
says the best exercise is marching. The children will continue to march. I hope you find your room comfortable.
Yes, thank you.
There will be new curtains for the window and the alcove.
But
They will be hung tomorrow.
these curtains are very good.
There will be new curtains.
Will the captain be away long?
I don't know. Of course, he has to come home every time he hires a new governess. I sometimes think the children get rid of their governesses just because they want to see their father.
He must want to see them too.
Since his wife died, they remind him too much of her. You can put this away. You won't be using it.
Why not?
Captain won't have music here.
He won't have music?
And he used to love music. There were wonderful evenings here. His wife would sing, and he would play the violin or guitar, but he shut all that out of his life.
So that's why he is the way he is. But to not have music, that's wrong for him, and it's wrong for the children too.
It will work out. The captain may marry again before the summer's over.
Oh, that would change everything. They'd have a mother again.
I think it's going to rain. You better close your windows.
Dear God, I know now that you have sent me here on a mission. I must help these children to love their new mother and prepare them to win her love so she will never want them to leave her. And I pray that this will become a happy family in thy sight. God bless the captain. God bless Liesel and Friedrich, Louisa, Brigitte, Marta, and little Gretel. And, oh yes, I forgot the other boy. What's his name? Well, God bless what's his name. God bless the Reverend Mother, Sister Margareta, and everyone at Nonberg Abbey. And now, dear God, about Lisa. Help her to know that I am her friend, and help her to tell me what she's up to. Are you going to tell on me? Help me to be understanding so that I may guide her footsteps. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Ghost. Amen. I was out taking a walk, and somebody locked the doors earlier than usual, and I didn't want to wake everybody up, so when I saw your window open... You're not going to tell Father, are you? Did you climb that trellis to get up here? That's how he always got into this room to play tricks on the governess. Louisa can climb it with the toad in her hand. Liesel, were you out walking all by yourself? You know, if we wash that dress out tonight, nobody will notice it tomorrow. Then all this can be just between you and me. You can put this on. Take your dress in there and put it to soak in the bathtub. Then you come back out here and sit on the edge of my bed and we'll have a talk. I told you today I didn't need a governess. Well, maybe I do. Oh, it's you, Gretel. Are you afraid? storm, are you? You just stay right here with me. Where are the others?
They're asleep. They're not scared.
Now all we have to do is wait for the boys.
We won't see them. Boys are brave.
You boys aren't frightened too, are you?
Oh no, we just want to make sure you weren't.
Friedrich, was this your idea?
Oh no, it was Kurt's.
That's it. Kurt. That's the one I left out. God bless Kurt.
Why does it do that?
Well, the lightning says something to the thunder, and the thunder answers it back.
I wish it wouldn't answer so loud.
Maybe if we all sing loud enough, we won't hear the thunder. High on a hill was a lonely goat, and lay, bing boo. Loud was the voice of the lonely goat, and lay, boo. Folks in a town which was quite remote, and lay, bing boo. Lusty and clear from the pilgrim's throat, and lay, boo. Oh,
you.
Any sign of the children, Franz?
Not yet, sir.
Georg, those mountains, they're magnificent.
Yes. They're not like any other mountains. They're friendly. See that green stretch of woods over there? When the wind moves through it, it's like a restless sea.
And that sweet little village.
Oh, that's not a village. That is a town.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to hurt its feelings.
It's fun being with you. You're quite an experience for me.
You're quite an experience for me, too. Somewhere in you there's a fascinating man. Occasionally, I catch a glimpse of him. And when I do, he's exciting.
Exciting? Never been called exciting before.
I'm beginning to understand you better now that I see you here. You know, you're a lot like those mountains, except that you keep moving. How can you be away from this place as much as you are?
Maybe I'm searching for a reason to come back here to stay.
Georg, I like it here very much.
Max can't still be on the telephone. I know he's desperate about getting singers for the Salzburg Festival, but you like it here.
Well, we'd have to spend some time in Vienna. I have Heinrich's estate to look after.
I thought that was a corporation.
Well, it is, and I'm president.
You, president of a corporation.
Well, after all, I managed Heinrich's affairs for years before he died.
Can't see you sitting behind a desk.
Well, of course, I wear a business suit and smoke a big cigar.
Excuse me, Captain. Your Detweiler would like his coffee.
While he's telephoning,
He just finished.
I am sorry. That took so long.
any luck?
How'd you like this in Salzburg Festival? The finest choral group in all of Austria, the greatest mixed quartet in all of Europe, and the best soprano in the world.
Max, that's something I'd love to hear.
Yes, so would I. All I've got to now is a bass solo who isn't even profundo.
Max, you always come up with a good festival concert.
And why? Because my motto is never start out looking for the people that you wind up getting. That is why I'm telephone. Paris, Rome, Stockholm, London.
On Georg's telephone?
How else could I put it? Why am I up here?
I hoped it was because you like me.
Of course I like you. Why shouldn't I like you? You live like a king. You have an excellent wine cellar.
Max,
I like the people. I like the way that they live. I like the way that I live when I'm with them. Speaking as a government official. Gail, is there a cathedral around here?
Oh, that's our Abbey, Naumburg Abbey.
Do they have a choir?
A beautiful one.
Over the next few days, I have to visit all of the towns around here and listen to all of their song choirs, orchestras.
You'll be here for meals, won't you?
Yes. It was a town about that size, Boston. But I discovered the St. Ignatius Boys Choir. In 1930, they won the festival, became very famous, toured all over the world.
oh yes. Whatever became of them?
By the time their voices changed, they were rich enough to live in America. And who lives in that dilapidated castle down there? Rumpelstiltskin.
Baron Elberfeld, oldest family in the valley.
I'd like to meet him. I'd like to meet all your friends. Georg, why don't you give a dinner for me while I'm here? Nothing very much. Just something lavish.
I wouldn't know whom to invite. Today it's difficult to tell who's a friend and who's an enemy.
This isn't the time to make enemies. Let's make some friends.
Can't understand what's happened to the children.
You're not worried about them, are you?
They should have been here to welcome me.
No, it couldn't have been an intentional slight because they haven't met me yet.
I'll go look for them. Forgive me.
Elsa, have you made up Gator's mind yet? Is he going to marry you?
Oh, yes. He hasn't admitted it yet. There seems to be something standing in his way.
And you don't know what it is?
No.
I do.
What?
It's very simple. It's money.
Money?
Yes. He's rich, you're rich. In all the things love, there's the lovers have to struggle. And Garrett Holmes a way scares the lovers, starve and snuggle. They're famous for misfortunes which they seem to have no fear of. For lovers who are very rich, you very seldom hear of.
Not a sign of them anywhere.
No little shack do you share with me. We do not flee from a mortgagee. Nary a care in the world that we.
How can love survive?
You're fond of guns and you own a lot. I have a plane and a diesel yacht.
Plenty of nothing you haven't got. How can love survive?
No one's of us on the top of the bus in the face of the freezing breezes.
You reach your goals in your company or boats, or in one of your sailors.
Far, very far off the beam are we, quaint and bizarre as a team are we. 2 millionaires with a dream are we. We're keeping romance alive. 2 millionaires with a dream are we. We'll make our life survive. No little cold water floods have we, warm by the glow of insolvency.
Up to your neck in security. How can love survive?
How can I show what I feel for you? I cannot go out and steal for you. I cannot die like the evil for you. How can love survive?
Millionaires for financial affairs are too busy for simple pleasure. When you are poor, it's just too short a more for a more
Lost in our gold-plated jewelry, lost in our wealthy domains are we, trapped by our capital gains are we, we're keep romance alive.
trapped by your capital gains are you. We'll make your
What do you want? Oh, Captain. I didn't see. I didn't know. Hi! Who are you? I have a telegram. Heard that right.
I am there.
You've delivered your telegram. Now get out!
Hey, look, he's just a fool.
I am an Austrian! I will not be hired!
Hill. Why don't you look at things the way I do? It's going to happen, it's going to happen. Just make sure it doesn't happen to you.
Max, it's a good thing you haven't any character, because if you had, I'm convinced I'd hate you.
No. No, you wouldn't hate me. I'm too lovely.
There's a call for you. It's from the...
Oh! Yes, I'll take it.
Get cleaned up, get into your uniforms, and report back here.
At once!
Fräulein, where did you get these abominations? Out of a nightmare?
No, out of some curtains. The curtains that used to hang in my bedroom. There was plenty of wear back in
Just a
them.
moment. Do you mean to say that the people of this neighborhood have seen my children wearing old curtains?
Yes, and they've become very popular. Everyone smiles at them.
I don't wonder.
They say, there go Captain Von Trapp's children.
My children have always been a credit to my name.
But Captain, they weren't. They were just unhappy little marching machines.
I don't care to hear from you about my children.
Well, you must hear from someone. You're not home long enough to know them.
I said I don't want to hear from
I
you.
know you don't, but you've got to. Take Liesel. Liesel isn't a child anymore, and if you continue treating her as one, Captain, you're going to have a mutiny on your hands. And Friedrich. Friedrich's afraid to be himself. He's shy, he's aloof, but Friedrich needs you. He needs your confidence.
Don't you tell me about my son.
Brigitte can tell you about him. She can tell you a lot more if you got to know her, because she notices things, and she always tells the truth. Especially when you don't want to hear it. And Kurt is sensitive. He's easily hurt, and you brush him aside, you ignore him, the way you do all of them. I haven't finished yet. Louisa just wants to have a good time. You've just got to let her have a good time. Marta, well, I don't know about yet, but someone's got to find out about her. And little Gretel just wants to be loved. Captain, love Gretel, love all of them. They need you.
Stop! Stop it! You will pack your things and return to the Abbey as soon as you can.
I'm sorry. I shouldn't have said those things. Not in the way that I said them.
Once you've gone, there'll be... What is that?
Singing.
Who's singing?
Your children.
My children sing.
I wanted them to sing for Frau Schrader when they met her.
Georg, you must hear.
I want you to stay.
If I can be of any help.
You have helped already. You have brought music back into my home. I had forgotten to laugh like a brook when it trips and falls over stones its way to sing through the night like a God who is ready to break. I go to the hills when my heart is lonely. I know I will hear what I've heard before. My heart will be blessed with the sound of music, and I'll sing once more.
I came back to congratulate you.
Thank you.
The captain was really moved.
Yes, I think he was pleased. He's asked me to stay on with the children
Oh, you're staying on?
until September.
September?
Then I go back to the Abbey.
The Abbey?
I'm going to be a nun.
Oh, oh, nice. When you get back to the Abbey, think of us.
I'll pray for you.
It's much more pleasant on the terrace. Elberfeld, it's so nice to have you and the Baroness here again.
Frau Schrader is charming you.
I hope she isn't ill.
Oh, no, just a headache. I'm on my way up to get her now. Thank you, Franz. I will find you on the terrace.
Father, I don't think these people are having a very good time.
Half the people I invited aren't speaking to the other half.
Well, Father, maybe they're having a good time not speaking to each other.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, sir. Frau Schrader asked me to let you know that she will join us within a few minutes.
Thank you. You might like to see if she would like this glass of brandy.
Kurt, I haven't danced the lamb since I was a little girl.
Oh, you remember, please show me.
No, I haven't danced since
Wait, so let's drink them now.
That's right. But first, the boy and girl meet.
Yes.
A little stroll.
No, Kat. That's wrong. Let me show you.
I don't remember anymore.
Well, Kat, that's how it's done.
Your face is all red. I guess I'm not very used to dancing.
Well, hello there.
Good evening, Frau Schrader.
I hope you're feeling better, Frau Schrader. Yes, thank you, Kurt.
Hello, Uncle Max. We're having a party.
Good. Tell your father it's sure to be a success. I know.
Max.
Elsa. Oh. Without a doubt, you are the most beautiful corporation president in the entire world.
Oh, thank you, Max.
Max, you're back and as usual, just in time for dinner.
Ew! Did you think you could have a gala without me?
Oh my. Now we have an odd man.
Little odd, charming.
Liesel, run and ask Frau Schmidt to set 2 more places, and I want to see Fräulein Maria.
2 places.
We need another woman.
Oh, Lisa?
No, she's too young. I'll ask Maria.
You're not serious.
But of course,
She's a nursery.
I don't think of it that way.
Look, I don't know. But your friends. You can't consider your friends tonight, of course.
Why not?
Elsa, tell him why not.
Max, can you change in a hurry?
Yes, Max, we can use you tonight.
Frau Schrader, they're talking about you out there.
Oh, Gail, I've been dodging these people for an hour.
Rita, have you seen your father?
Good evening, Fräulein Maria.
And Detweiler, it's nice to see you again.
Yes, you're going to.
I knew it all along. Frau Schrader didn't have a headache. She just wanted to get out of the party. She was faking.
Rita, you shouldn't say things you don't know are true.
But I do know. I had to say to Father she'd been dodging these people.
That doesn't mean she didn't have a headache. It's very important that you children like Frau Schrader.
I like her all right. Why is it important?
Well, I think she's going to be your new mother.
Oh, Fräulein, Father's never going to marry her. Why, he couldn't.
Why couldn't he?
Because he's in love with you.
Rita, that's just the kind of thing you
That's not
Rita, no.
Remember the other night when we were all sitting on the floor singing the Edelweiss song he taught us? After we finished, you laughed at him for forgetting the words. Only, he didn't forget the words. He just stopped singing to look at you. And the way his voice sounds when he speaks to you.
No, Rita, no.
And the way you looked at him just now when you were dancing. You're in love with him.
One more dance, Reverend, and then off to bed. Oh, Fräulein Maria, you're not going to have dinner with the children this evening. You're going to be dining down here with us. Oh, yes, no, it's all been arranged, but you'll have to hurry and change. Maria, wear the dress you wore the other night when we were all singing together. It was so lovely. Soft and white.
Chilenos dinner, Captain.
Oh, no, Fräulein Maria taught them to do it.
I've been looking all over Austria for something like this in festival. And I find it here.
Oh, wait a minute,
A
Max.
group of 7 singing children in one family.
Max! Gail didn't even want them singing in front of the guests tonight. I had to persuade him.
And you have influence. You must talk to him.
Max!
So this is important for Austria. And it wouldn't do me any harm.
Sister Sophia, take our new postulant to the voting room. Bless you, my daughter. Ave.
Maria has asked to see you. I know it has been a long time.
I waited until she wanted to come to me.
It's strange. She's happy to be here, but unhappy too.
Why did they send her back to us? Do you know?
She doesn't speak. She hasn't spoken except in prayer.
I shall see her.
Maria?
This must have been a trying experience for you.
It was, Reverend Mother.
Has it taught you anything?
I learned that I never want to leave these walls again.
Why did they send you back?
They didn't send me back. I left. I left without telling them I was going, without saying goodbye.
Sit down, Maria. Maria, what happened? Why did you do this?
I was frightened.
Frightened?
I was confused. I never felt that way before. I knew I couldn't stay. I knew that here I would be away from it, that here I would be safe.
Maria, our Abbey is not to be used as an escape. What is it you can't face?
I can't face him again.
Sister Margareta. Maria, are you in love with Captain Von Trapp? I don't know. I don't know. Tell me about it, my child.
Brigitte said that I was, and that her father was in love with me. And then there he was. We were looking at each other, and I could hardly breathe. Then I knew I couldn't stay.
But do you like him, Maria?
I like the kindness in his eyes. I like the way he speaks, even when he's stern. I like the way he looks at little Greta.
Did you let him see how you felt?
If I did, then I didn't know that I did. That's what's been torturing me. I was there on God's errand. To have asked for the captain's love would have been wrong. I don't know, Mother. I do know this. I'm ready at this very moment to take the vows of poverty, obedience, and chastity.
Maria, the love of a man and a woman is holy too. The first time we talked together, you told me you remembered your mother and father before they died. Do you remember, were they happy?
Oh, yes. Mother, they were very happy.
Maria, you were born of their happiness, of their love. And my child, you have a great capacity to love. What you must find is, how does God want you to spend your love?
But I've pledged my life to God's service. I've pledged my life to God.
My daughter, if you love this man, it does not mean you love God less. You must find out. You must go back.
Oh, no, Mother, please, don't ask me to do that, please. Let me stay here.
These walls were not meant to shut out problems. You have to face them. You have to find the life you were born to live.